Bruce. Happy Friday, dude. If you're still there. Ah, let's see. Dang, I hit start 15 minutes ago. Texas Warsmith, welcome on in. Sorry, I hit start and didn't realize how much I was not prepared. Um, music. How are you doing today? How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing on this wonderful Friday? This wonderful Friday that I got home from work. I was lurking in AVG stream, and then he ended, and I was sitting there thinking I should probably start streaming, and then I took a nap. And it was a good nap, but I still feel tired. Alright. We made it. Made it to another weekend, and next week is a short, well, work week for me. It's gonna be a long, long week. Pre-roll ads are on. Run an ad break to disable them. Yeah, I did see you on there. That was when I was actually trying to get stuff together to stream, as well as stuff in my face. So I didn't pop out a lurk till he was almost done. I need to... Is everybody getting ads when they first pop in the stream? And are they just 30-second ads, or... Okay. Run... Oh. Alright, so I can't... Because I'm only running 30 seconds of ads. For me to disable the pre-roll, I have to run 3 minutes, and I'm not doing that. So... Bummer. Bummer. Okay, so... Yeah, I don't think tonight's or today's gonna be a super long stream, but I did want to at least get on and stream. We'll see where the energy level is. Wasn't that long of a day at work. Actually, it was a very quiet day at work today. But it's been a week. It's definitely been a week. And now we are staring down the barrel of my Wisconsin trip, which I am driving. And that is 2 full days of 14-hour drives. To go from Las Vegas to a little north of Milwaukee. So I got to grip. But cheaper than flying. Gas, rental car, hotel stays, all still cheaper than flying, which is crazy. So, no streams next week. I'll be in a car on Wednesday and Thursday, and hanging out with family Friday and Saturday. So let's jump down here. So Friday. Oh. Yeah, please. I've seen a few various more like rock orchestral versions. And that song actually sounds very good. A few of them sound really good in more rock themes. So, I've never heard of Buckethead, though. Are they just like a cover band, or...? Okay. Guitarist. Yeah, I want to hear that. I need to hear that. Okay, so I finished me on last night. I will say there's a lot of work. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's for drive. I am majorly dreading it. The first part of this week, like I would have almost nightmares regarding traveling. It was more just like problems and hassles, and then the anxiety that I would feel in the dream. Oh, thank you. This is the closest I've ever gotten the trim to getting non-metallic metal right. It's still kind of, I think some of my highlight placement, maybe it was partially from the armor. Some of it does look a little off. The legs, yeah, I'm pretty happy with those. The shoulders I struggled a little more with. But again, this was also supposed to read closer to like Emperor's Gold, which is a real kind of a tarnished reddish gold. So I didn't want to really build it up to a bright gold. So I did most of this Wednesday on stream, and then the metal. Honestly, I kept pushing it off while I was streaming, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing this off stream. With the number of times I usually have to repaint these, I was pretty scared. But no, it's I took Paints. He came in kind of end of the stream and gave me a few pointers like color. Basically said start with a dark reddish brown and build it up using a like a whitish yellow, but stop as it gets orangish yellow. Minotha, happy Friday. So I just started with mahogany, and I just slowly added in yellow ochre. So I did go a little bit darker, but again, just wasn't planning on building up much. So we might almost be there to me being able to do non-metallic metal. Minotha, how is your Friday going? Or is it man? Oh, the music tributes. Ooh. My Maw Guard song. Did you see my Maw Guard? Mana? Okay. Didn't finish this guy. Are you in my Discord that I don't usually pay attention to. That's probably why it's so small. You know, it's crazy. Monument Hobbies has more posts. It's because the way their things work with my announcements. My commands are not. The few that I had are broken. And I have not set up new ones. 'Cause I'm lazy. There. Grab that one. That should work for anybody here that is not in my Discord. It is a semi-inactive Discord, but give me some time and I'll fix that too. As the stream picks up, I'll start making some more changes in there and fixing stuff up a little bit. Yep, it's all work. That is why I relate so well to that one. Though it was done for nostalgia purposes, I just feel the continuous drums of work. I just want to paint. Speaking of painting, we're gonna hit these ARC Troopers. You know, I took a brief break. One Wednesday I was just mad, angry, cranky. And then I had plans. So what I did with this guy, and I don't have the scene set up. I don't think I do to show. That'll be another thing I gotta work on. I created a image of him. Well, I took a picture, uploaded it into AI, and said, create a artistic version of this. Kind of like a painting. And it produced it pretty true to this miniature. The only change was it dropped off one of those fangs or whatever. Where am I going? And then, oh, you are using Suno. Okay, so this is on Internet Explorer, so I got my music and stream music playing.
Mogod rise! Bear the throne!
Tell me if y'all can hear that. Thank you. I'm digging it.
Plate claws of steel, bear the mark, born to kill. From the void we bear down hard. Jaws of wrath, Emperor's guard. Bolter's bark, chain swords roar. Bear no quarter, bear no flaw. Through the warp our fury tears. Morgod march the galaxy fears. Unbearable force, unbreakable will. We bear the standard, we bear the kill. Morgod, bear the Emperor's flame. Morgod, bear the weight of holy shame. Claws.
Oh no! That's what happens when you click stuff. They wanted me to sign in. Hold on. Hold on. Why did you guys do that? No! Oh! Now it's making me enter in my birthday. All because I clicked because it said sign in. I was like, okay, fine. Get all that. Skip, skip, skip. Okay. So we were about a minute in. Alright.
Unbearable force, unbreakable will. We bear the standard, we bear the kill. Morgoth, bear the Emperor's flame. Morgoth, bear the weight of holy shame. Claws that bear no mercy, jaws that bear the throne. Morgoth, we bear down, we maul the void alone. Heretics kneel, Sanos break, bear the brunt, make the earth quake. Power fists crash, thunder claws rend. We bear witness, this is the end. From frozen stars our legions pour. Bear the rage of ancient war. No retreat, no fear, no lie. Morgoth charge, the weak ones die. Unbearable wrath, unbreakable creed. We bear the burden, we make them bleed. Morgoth, bear the Emperor's flame. Morgoth, bear the weight of holy shame. Claws that bear no mercy, jaws that bear the throne. Morgoth, we bear down, we maul the void alone. When the
Yes.
stars go black and the warp runs red, we bear the line, we bear the dead. One last stand, one final roar. Bear the name forever.
Yes, it is. Damn, man.
Morgoth, bear the Emperor's flame. Morgoth, bear the weight of holy shame. Claws that bear no mercy, jaws that bear the throne. Morgoth, we bear down, we bear them all. We maul the void alone. Bear the throne, bear the flame. Morgoth, we remain.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is very awesome. Thank you. I dig that. So how much permission do I have to use that? Oh, I'm sure that's I own it. Yeah. Thank you. Because that's got to go in some got to go in some socials, some social videos. Yeah, I dig that. Maybe I'll learn how to use that app too. One day, not today. No, I know I am, as a artist, I'm supposed to hate AI, but I love the I love it as a tool. Uh, that's essentially what I'm doing. Yeah, that's it. It's a tool. Um, that's essentially what I did. Um, so I took this guy, uploaded a picture of him in AI, created that artistic rendering of him, slapped a slogan. What slogan did I even use? I haven't uploaded it yet. Um, honor the claw, defend the den. And that's gonna get slapped on Redbubble merchandise. And then I'm trying to redo. I redid my logo. This basically, I changed that the forward-facing bear logo, changed that to be a little bit darker, more in line with my, I think my icon, the bear at the table painting. Kind of just trying to unify it, similar to unifying all these themes. If you guys popped in when I first was on my starting screen, it's the bear from my main logo, or I call the social media logo. It's that bear sitting in a rocking chair, fireplace next to him, all the paint stuff, books. Still got some things I want to change on that, but I'm trying to build a brand. And yes, using these the Bear Marines, the chapter called the Maw Guard, as well as some other variations of Grizzly that I'd kind of like to bring in and create a unified theme. That's my goal. Brand. Before, I was just I don't have a clue what I was doing. And yes, the goal is to one day not, how do I say this? I'm not looking to, because I'm not going to get rich off this by any means. But my biggest goals are to continue improving my painting abilities and start catching the attention. Ooh, paint splurging out of my bottle. Hate it when it does that. I'm not wanting to help Twitch get rich. So things like sponsorships, although I know Twitch gets kickbacks on a lot of that stuff, but it would be nice to let my hobby fund my hobby. We are this hobby addiction is becoming quite expensive. But that's kind of my desire, my goal. That's years off. But starting to build a brand that that was something something I was talking about at work today with Brain Rot / Ink One, the streamer that got me into all this. not only... Oh, let me finish what I was saying before I jump into my next thought. Starting to also add video game playing and not just miniature painting. Problem is, I'm not a big gamer. Yes, I appreciate that. And I will probably take you up on some of that. I was a little worried. Sometimes YouTube will still pick those things up as copywritten. And then also I'm you know, I've got what, 5-6 viewers in here right now, and I think YouTube has a big whopping 0 viewers. So I am definitely not a target in any way, but I do know that I guess there are people that go around, usually the more established YouTube streamers, and we'll find out if that music is not. Have you copywritten it though, or is it copywritten through Suno? I really do appreciate that, because I kind of want to run with that, so that I'm not playing video game. Oh shit, that was way too much. Okay, and DistroKid, is that you? Another. This was way too much white. Oh well, it's gonna turn off fine. Ah, okay. Oh, so you're completely covered. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I would absolutely love to play cooler music than right now. I think I've got one of the StarCraft soundtracks. And I know if I was just streaming to Twitch, I can separate the audio so it doesn't appear on my VOD. But YouTube, if it detects that copywritten, it'll shut down your live stream. And then you get a strike. 3 strikes, you're out. Now, if they ever pick up anything from you and say, "Hey, that's copywritten," I can appeal it and say, "Yeah, but I have permission." Such a weird. But I was paying attention. It didn't, at least as far as I can tell, it did not flag. Because sometimes even the non-copywritten music, it'll flag. Perfect, thank you. Yeah, as long as you have permission. And then some of it's, like when I first started painting the Legion miniatures, I was playing the Star Wars The Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2 album, just to keep in with the Star Wars theme. Oh, okay. Yeah, Twitch is usually pretty good about it. It's just sometimes, I don't know, YouTube's funny. But then, like, the Knights of the Old Republic 2 album, which is a video game, Twitch flagged it on me. So all of those streams I did using that, not a big deal, but it muted all my VODs. So I was playing it the entire time. And, Ink One / Brain, I don't even know what to call them anymore. Who has 2 streams? A lot of times he'll have the Mario Brothers game music, one of the Super Mario games, playing in the background, and that started playing on Twitch. I don't know if some of the games they're... I don't know. It was weird. I think I should just be allowed to play Breaking Benjamin. One can enjoy, although what's going on in my ear right now? Can't remember the artist right now. Oh, 5-Finger Death Punch. Yeah, that's why I've got such a weird audio setup with Voicemeeter, Potato. Okay. Yeah, I gotta check. I know I'm following you on YouTube. I don't remember where you and I encountered each other. I feel like it was quite a while ago. Because when you followed last week, I was like, I recognize that name. Where do I recognize that name from? But it was well after I was done streaming. And then I remember looking on my YouTube for something and seeing I'm following you. I don't ever add that to the list. You've been around for a little bit. Well, I mean, I've got crap memory, but it usually takes a while for me. If I'm sitting here saying, I recognize the name, but I don't remember, that means it was a bit ago. I don't remember what I was saying. See, I told you, I do have bad memory. More like I just get distracted. That happens a lot. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. Completely lost my thought. Yeah, oh well. It's gone. It happens a lot for me. It's a little too much. Usually I pick up the thought after a couple seconds of staring into space, but this time it was gone. I do know that I think I jump topics, as I often do. So yeah, maybe later this year I might invest into an actual desktop computer tower. Right now I'm just running all this off a laptop, and that works fine for but I may look from time to time dropping in a video game stream. But I'm so weird with video games. Like, I play Warcraft. But not really much else. Sometimes I want to play others, but I just don't. And even like right now, I'm in the mode where I'm gonna have to do some Warcraft. So I still try to make sure I get all of the achievements done for their trading post little deal. Prior to the end of the month, and I'm leaving Wednesday. I am driving Wednesday and Thursday all day long. I'll be in Wisconsin Friday and Saturday, and then driving back Sunday and Monday all day long, and then Tuesday is I got the day off of work. That's just recovery, because that's a lot of driving, and I've got my girlfriend that'll help, but that's a long time to sit in a vehicle. But then it's what Tuesday is. When you get back, girls take me out for early Father's. Okay. Oh yeah, happy Father's Day. You have a good evening as well. We'll catch you next time. Appreciate you swinging in. It's a nice emote. Yeah, so I need to, I don't think I'm gonna have time after I travel to get any of that stuff done. Like I said, I always try to, it's for anyone that doesn't play Warcraft, it's just every month you get these things called Trader's Tender that you use in the trading post for cosmetic crap. Stuff that, of course, always gets me because it's cosmetic. I need it. It looks cool. I need to look cool. My character needs to look cool. I'm gonna grab a couple more quality papers. I got white paint left over. I'm only going to be working on these 9. Well, Wrath is, of course, when it peaked. I really do like this new expansion. But yeah, so the Trader's Post, they added that maybe a couple expansions ago, and it's all cosmetic items. Some of it, like gear that can be transmogged that is Blood Elf themed, or like this month it's all summer, but it looks like the Tauren, whatever the Tauren Paladins are called, I don't remember. Something like that. And so you can do these monthly achievements or whatever to get more Trader's Tender, and since there's always more stuff to buy than Trader's Tender, you don't want to miss out on when it's available. At least I don't. So that is the one thing, even when I'm really not, like right now, oops, I'm not in camera, that's what, um, my Warcraft playing is dismal. Just, I'm very motivated to keep painting. I would rather paint than play Warcraft, but yeah, what's out on my trader's tender? So, okay, those can go back. I also hate losing paint. I waste all over my hands. Alright. Ink 1, 11 months. Dang. Hey, what do I call you now? Because I was just referring to you, talking about our conversation about, me eventually playing video games and getting a desktop, and I don't ever know what to refer to you as, because you pop in the stream as both Ink 1 and Brain Rot. So here's his... Where are you? Call me what you enter as, whatever. That's confusing. Yeah, but when you're not here, and I'm talking crap about you, it's gonna make me wait 30 seconds before I can call out Ink 1, but... That's the channel you want to follow, Brain Rot, for everybody that's in here. It is a very, very cool alien VTuber who usually does pretty cool stuff in there. Sometimes he plays pinball. That's boring. But you'll see sculpting, art, usually pretty cool video games. He is the one to blame. First PT arrived. First of two. Yeah, it was pinball. It was Sonic. What was it? Sonic Legends. And I had him over there, and I see him playing. It's just a level. Yeah, it was a level of pinball. So yeah, follow that stream if you're not already. You can follow Ink 1 too. He still streams on there. You're just more likely to catch him on Brain Rot. Are you streaming tonight? Light blue. Yeah, I got a late start. I was gonna stream as soon as I was done eating, and then I decided to take a nap. Old man nap. Just chilling, setting up that first computer. That's some rich people stuff right there. 2 computers. Yeah, tonight might be a Warcraft night. Try to, Alright, thanks for popping in, Mano, and thanks for that song. That was pretty rad. Enjoy the lurk. Ink, nobody has 2 PCs. I do, but they're laptop, so not personal computers. Let's see. Whoa. Slow down, that's the wrong bottle. So I put my special sauce away. That could have been bad. That was the glaze and wash medium. Ugh. Uh, yeah. Rule number 1, don't ever use your good brushes to mix paint. It's getting all up into the ferrule of it. And I'll clean it out real well, but that's how you ruin a good brush. Well, my Mandalorian Star Wars Legion pre-orders finally showed up. Showed up yesterday. Big box. Gonna be a bit before I get to them. I think probably the Empire is next after I get after I make some headway on these. Yeah, so it's almost like a starter set of the Mandalorian Enclave or whatever that we saw in the Mandalorian. What was that, season 2 or 3? So it also comes with I think is the armorer in there? I don't remember. But a whole lot of Mandalorian miniatures. And then you have, I think it has Din Djarin in there as well. Then there's another set, like the leaders of the that's got the armor, Bo-Katan, and two others. I don't know who they were. And then it comes with Clan Ren, or my pre-order did. Had a box for Clan Ren, which is the updated. They had Clan Ren back with the old Legion. I call that. And they had I think it's the Mandalorian Super Commandos for the bad guys back in like the Clone Wars. Rebels, I think, sort of. Ad break. Curse you, ads. had the leaders of the Shadow Collective, which is, Gar Saxon, Darth Maul. What am I forgetting? I don't remember. Might have been it. Yeah, it was 5 boxes. Oh. Okay. Ads are done. Quick and easy. Yeah, it was 5 boxes, but that adds, I don't know, 50 plus miniatures to the queue. And a little tight area there. Some of that's okay if I don't hit it that well. You're not really going to see the white anyways. So using this method, and for anyone that just popped in, actually for everyone, I don't think I explained what I was doing. I was just doing it while I was going off about something else. I just mixed the white blue Pro Acryl paint with the One Step Special Sauce Medium. And the One Step Special Sauce Medium turns any of their paints into a one-step paint, which is their version of a contrast paint. It works a little bit different from normal contrast. But that's where, like, for example, my Bear Marine, head of the Maw Guard, his armor, I underpainted all of the armor. 1 second. Sorry, I'm not. So you can kind of, well, hopefully see the dark to bright in like those black armor plates. So I started with like coal black, dark neutral gray, slate gray, cool, the cool gray next, and then neutral gray, or neutral gray, then, well, whatever. And then I covered this with the graphite gray one-step paint. And so it still kept our highlight and shadow, but really helped blend it. So doing that was, you know, again, it's different from a contrast paint, but very similar. So doing that with the white blue, has that same effect on his armor. And this is all these, I just use black primer with a white Zenithal dry brush. A little heavy on the white dry brush. That's kind of what I did on a lot of the other clone troopers I was doing. Some ways, as I constantly say, this does feel like I'm cheating. Just because the skill required, it's not absent, but it's kind of minimal. I don't have to put a lot of effort into slot paint around. I already know I'm gonna have to go back with coal black and touch up a lot of the areas that were meant to be stay black. You know, the clone troopers and stormtroopers, they have that black kind of leather body glove. And even when I'm dry brushing, I get it in there, into those black glove areas. Not to mention how often I hit it when I'm applying the one step. So I did I put a lot of special sauce in this. So I'll probably have to slap some more one step on him. Let's get a little bit of a better coverage. Some of it looks pretty good, but some of it you can definitely tell the moon's a little more. Oh, don't mind me. Yeah, so essentially with these guys, I'm giving them this one-step white-blue mixture. I'm gonna graphite gray the rifles, the pistols, uh, and then just come back with touch up the black leather body glove pieces. And then, of course, because these are ARC troopers, they're gonna get hit. I'll probably just use dark blue with special softs. There is although I might try the blue-black. Since that's pre-mixed. Apply that on their shoulders. One of the shoulders will be more of the graphite gray. Actually, they both might be graphite gray. It might just be his tunic. So I think most ARC troopers just had black shoulders. It was some of the named ones that had the I think it was Echo had some blue when I was looking at the pictures. But like Fives, who's a ARC trooper, his shoulders were just the black plates. Okay. Still a little dirty, but that's the way it's supposed to be. Very good looking, very good looking, clone armor. Yeah, over the, past couple weeks, I did get these guys done. Painted these, whoops, dropped them. Painted these traditional scents. I think I started with like, slate gray, moved to cool gray, then bright neutral gray, and then highlights with the white blue. Messed up on his backpack, but it looked so good I didn't want to fix it. I just left it. So this guy right here is Fives, and this one is Echo. They came with the Heroes of the Clone Wars box. So you can kind of see, like, Fives just has the black shoulder pads. Echo has one blue one. And then, actually, I started my favorite, Rex. You can see I did all the coating with the slate gray, and then I did, ABG, how you doing? Welcome on in. I just I think I set him as I think I started him last week maybe, and I set him aside for a grizzly. I should probably maybe after I finish these ARC troopers, I'll go to that. Yeah, so after ABG, after you finished streaming, I was finishing eating, and I was like, yeah, I should probably start streaming, and I took a nap instead. Hence the late start for me. I don't know if you were in here lurking, but here's the completed grizzly. And Mano, the music tribute, made a song. I did play it earlier, closer to the beginning of the stream, and it's perfect. Yeah, it's I'll put it this way: this is the closest I've ever gotten, like the trim. This is the closest I've ever gotten to non-metallic metal. Like it is almost passable. It's I can see some. But considering I've never successfully done non-metallic metal, you know, and my goal was to try to get it to look more like the Emperor Gold, Fanatic paint. So it's more of like a tarnished reddish gold, coppery gold maybe. This gold isn't really tarnished, but the dirty. I'm pretty happy. I might still do something with this base. You can see the dust because that's really bad. I wiped the dust that I could reach, but that's how long this guy sat here waiting for me to paint him. He actually collected dust. Wow. Thought I'd wiped all that off, but I'm guilty. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that guy. I've got, I don't know, 10 more to go, and then what was it, Wednesday night I raided this Mechanic Games, and we were talking about it, and I was trying to pull up the My Mini Factory sculptor name, and found out he sculpted more of those. He made a Bear Marine Scout unit, so I'll buy him. I'll print him. Yeah, I think I say this every stream. I've got a problem. So I'm looking at those, thinking about how I'm going to paint them. And my Mandalorian, the Star Wars Legion Mandalorian miniature pre-order just showed up yesterday, which adds about another, I don't know, 50, 60, 70. It's like probably 50 to 70 more miniatures in my queue. Just a few. Just one or two. Two to finish. It doesn't suck. It sucks a little, but the next on my personal plan, it's not a written plan, but just in my head, is probably the Empire. So looking at those Mandalorian ones and thinking, oh my goodness, these look so cool, and I'm not going to touch them for probably probably like end of summer at the earliest. Because I still have, like, I've got these 9 ARC troopers, I've got 10 clone troopers to my right that are the Generation 1, Phase 1, whatever they're called. And then I probably have 30 Phase 2 clones. And then there's like another, I don't know, 15 or so. They're the ARF troopers. I should be able to blow through these pretty quickly if I stop putting my brush down to ramble on. I still have some droid armies that need to be assembled. Almost everything that's been assembled and primed has been painted. Oh, the Geonosian. Putting those together were horrible. 5 streams straight. You hung out with me 5 streams in a row. Look at that. You have listened to me ramble for 5 streams in a row. And tonight, or this afternoon, whatever you want to call it, I've definitely been rambling. And I've been forgetting what I've been talking about. Like, no joke, I was saying something, and then I got distracted and then completely forgot what I was talking about. Fun. Well, I really do appreciate you popping in, as always. Yeah, I was lurking for quite a while in your stream. I got home, I think you jumped on, or it was around 11 o'clock my time. Was it? I got home, I think I turned it on around noon my time. Tupon! Long time no talk. How are you doing? What you been up to? What you working on lately? Oh, it is miserable here. I am working in a hot factory, and the swap coolers the evaporative coolers that we have, we're at that point that they really don't do much. We've been triple-digit Fahrenheit for a couple weeks now. So it's just miserable. Yeah, you must be pretty far north Canada. Actually, no, because I feel like the Canadian I work with, he talks about Vancouver, and it's never, yeah, Tupad is Belgium. My Belgian buddy. See, I'm gonna sit here and play World of Warcraft tonight, and I really need to be doing making that automated because I keep forgetting. -22°C. 3 out, 22 in. Yeah, I don't know the conversion, but I feel like that's pretty close to the number you were saying last week. Yeah, no, I just forgot, and that's why I need to automate my shoutouts. That takes time. Arg. Yeah, we Americans in our rebellion, we said we're gonna use Fahrenheit. We'll be the only ones in the world that use it, but we're gonna do it. Because why not? And we will not drink tea. We will drink coffee. Although I'm as American as the next one, but I drink green tea. Edmonton, Alberta. Okay. I'll have to look that up. I know where Alberta is, and I think you might have said Alberta before, but and so based on the conversation today, you were near Ginjibee. And I know I've heard of it. Shameful with my love of geology knowledge that I can't picture its location. A million. Yeah, that's a very large city then. I think Las Vegas all in all is about a mil. Yeah. Tupad lives in the best city, or the best village. Well, the fact that it is a village. No, you got a little bit of a commute to work, but peaceful home life, that's for sure. Yeah, I figured when he was inviting you to the game store, I was like, yeah, they've got to be very close. Waterville, Brastic. Yeah, so a little bit of a hike. I remember if we talked about this too, Pod. How much, you get a lot of snow in Belgium? Winters? Okay. That's the only time that it is really... I mean, yeah, the commute's bad, but it's when it snows. Okay. Oh, yeah. ABG, you definitely get snow. Is there any part of Canada that doesn't? I mean, we've talked about how cold it gets up by you, so... Sometimes I wonder if you're even getting snow or just chunks of ice. Oh, Vancouver, they're kind of they're kind of like the opposite of Vegas. Vegas is like 300 days of sun, and the rest is overcast. Vancouver is exactly opposite. Yeah, we don't get rain or snow in Vegas. Um, Actually, we are in what they call, or we're entering, not in it yet. We're about to enter what they call monsoon season. Um, and that's where it will rain a little bit, but it comes down like torrential downpour. Old Vegas used to have so many flooding problems because of it. We still get some, like you'll get roads that you gotta avoid. More like the back roads, but they've got washes all over that kind of direct, and especially now you're also, the mountains around Vegas, um, as it's getting hotter in the valley, all that snow, um, that's a little bit May, June. But yeah, all that snow starts to melt and run down the mountain into the valley. I have seen snow twice in the 12 years I've been in Vegas. No, that's a lie. Thrice. We did have, I live now on the southwest side of Vegas. Um, so we did get, where I had kind of like that slushy stuff on my car. Then some of it was frozen, and of course, I don't have an ice scraper. I live in the desert. Very close to the gateway to hell. That being Death Valley. I know when we first moved out here, my daughter was real little, and we got snow, and she loved it, but was terrified of it. She kept wanting to look out the balcony, but didn't want to go out in it. It terrified the daylights out of her. And I was like, you were born in Northwest Indiana, where we got lake effect snow. And then one other time, living in that same area, which was Henderson. That's like one of two suburbs of Las Vegas, but it's got 250,000 people. It's not even really a suburb. I remember people coming in town with snow on their vehicles from probably like the southeast entrance to Vegas, old Vegas Henderson. No, I'm from Milwaukee, a suburb of Milwaukee, and you have Milwaukee, and then you have all these suburban, anywhere from 15 to 50,000 people. Ed from Monster Den Minis, he lives in one of the suburbs of Milwaukee. He's a little further out. But you get these suburbs, they're established, they have their own town hall, fire, police, all that stuff. Old school districts. Some of them will mix school districts. Because they are smaller. Then you come out to Vegas, and it's, everybody wants that Vegas zip code. And so you have Henderson, which is where the Mormons, they didn't want all of the strip, the Las Vegas Strip. They didn't want to mess with all that. So they created a community called Henderson, which, like I said, is 250,000 people. I think Vegas is, I don't know, 500,000 plus. But everybody lives in, like, I live in Las Vegas, but it's called Enterprise. And so it's just like the region name, but it's still Las Vegas. And so you have all these Summerlin, Spring Valley, Enterprise. That's just the ones by me. Paradise, which is where the airport is. All those community names, but they're all Vegas. So Vegas really only has two suburbs. That is Henderson and then North Las Vegas, which you don't want to go to North Las Vegas. Very private. I think all in all, the valley is that's why I know my numbers aren't right. It's like about 1 million people. But I do love living out here. It's got its challenges. It is, and right now the Enterprise area is growing like crazy. And that's kind of the way Vegas works, is they go by regions, and okay, we're going to put all of our efforts into Enterprise, or the Southwest region. And so suddenly every road is under construction. They are putting up new stuff. Every time you turn around, there's more warehouses popping up and more stores. And where my frustration comes in, you can see what's union work, and what is bid-based. Those warehouses, like the warehouse I'm in, they pop up so fast. But the road work around them, which is Las Vegas Paving Corps, they union, and not in the good way. And I didn't notice this. I was with one of my employees in the locker room, and we were watching as they were doing some paving out there, and I was just in a mood like, I'm tired of being a manager. I wouldn't mind just being out there working on the roads. And I said something like that, and he looked at me and said, well, you're the right color. And I look, and suddenly I realized, I'm like, yeah, every worker out there was white. They had a couple Hispanics doing the digging, and all of the heavy equipment and all that was being operated by white people. And I guess Las Vegas Paving Corps, they typically only hire one color. And yeah, they move at one speed, and it is slow. And they, they're, I don't know exactly how it all works. No, it's very frustrating. Um, they will put out cones, start blocking off lanes on a road, and they won't work on it all week. You'll see no crews, but they've got stuff blocked off. And it's like, why? The joke is the Nevada state flower is the orange caution cone. And yeah, there was a period. It's sort of slowing down. We're not done over here yet, but there was a period where every road home, like every alternate route I could find, was under construction. And I'd find a new one. I'd be like, oh, sweet. Okay, this is the way around it. Nope. Orange cone's up the next day. It was, and they'll block off a road. They'll start working on it. Then they'll go work on a road half a mile away. And then work on another one. Then they'll come back to the first one. And it's like, the road in front of my building, they ripped that road up repaved it 3 different times before they finally opened it. It was, it really, what's the word I'm looking for? It really proved the point about the corruption in Vegas. Because they are the only company that does the road work. They subcontract some stuff out, but Las Vegas Paving Corps controls all of the Vegas roads. And not stupid, they know exactly what they're doing, but they'll rip up a road to expand lanes, get it all done, and then they'll come back, rip it up so that they can put pipes under it for the new buildings going up that they knew about. Like I said, they're not stupid. They are making tons of money. But that is the city. It's just kind of a part of, the city was built on corruption. So it really doesn't, it should not surprise the way they conduct business out here. But, all that being said, I love living out here. Except for those 4 months of the year where it is living hell outside. The climate is perfect. I never have to go more than a hoodie. Which that's my favorite part of the year is hoodie season, our winter. Which may get under freezing at night, but it's great. And I really love the whole, like, okay, where do you want to go get groceries? Over here is an Albertsons, over there is a Smith's, over there's a Walmart, oh, there's another Smith's right there. Where do you want to go? Well, that's because you're a Canadian. I mean, like I said, our HQ is in Vancouver, and so, one of the guys up there, he's the e-commerce manager. We moved him down to Vegas, and yeah, when it starts getting cold, he's like, oh yeah, maybe I should wear pants. Like when it starts getting freezing in Vegas. So I think that's a Canadian thing, although my brother does the same thing. My brother will be out shoveling snow in basketball shorts. Well, so, as I said, I'm from Wisconsin, and we don't get as cold as Canada, but yeah, my freezing is if there's ice on the ground, but I remember, you know, there's something to be said about the Milwaukee wind chill, and, you know, the temperature rarely drops below 0 Fahrenheit, but when that wind chill goes, that's when you start getting the -10, -15, and it cuts through. It doesn't matter how thick your jacket is, it cuts through, and you are chilled to the bone. I do remember that feeling. Now, the desert has thinned my blood. There is no doubt about that. I get cold a lot easier now. But I'm always of the mindset I would rather be cold. I like my hoodies. I have a very large hoodie collection. I love winter when I get to wear them all. So, Vegas has its downsides, but sometimes it's nice ordering something on Amazon and getting it the exact same day. That aspect of the city life is very nice. The convenience of how near everything is. Although I don't go out. I go to work. I don't go out for lunch because if I leave, I'm not coming back. I would assume, yeah, city of a million, you probably have a lot of the same amenities that I do. Do you get any of the same day stuff? Like if it's at their warehouse and you order in the morning? I know Amazon's the devil, but I like my comforts. Yeah, most of my stuff is like overnight or one-day shipping. But every once in a while you'll find like, oh, we're out of this cleaner. Okay, well I can get it this afternoon. You know, if I order early enough in the morning. Which for me, like I just said, I don't go out. So being able to avoid a run to the grocery store to buy some spray cleaner and have it show up that afternoon. That's kind of nice. Have our alcohol delivered, not by Amazon, mind you, but our one of our big, actually I think both of the big liquor stores do delivery. I'd never taken advantage of that, but it's nice to know the option is there. Oh, someone from Nevada's calling me. Number of calls that I get telling me that they've reviewed my file and they can approve me for this crazy loan or they're gonna enroll me in this debt consolidation plan, and no, I'm good. Still got my student loan debt, but everything else gets paid. Don't need a loan. I need to be left alone. Your incessant calls. Although if it's Nevada, it's possibly Vitalant trying to get me to come and donate blood. They're just too far away. They don't have a location over here in this part of Vegas. So it's just too much of a hassle to try to drive all the way over there, have them drain all my blood, and then hopefully make it back. I mean, I'm pretty good when I donate blood. It's I don't really get lightheaded or anything, but doesn't mean I want to take a long drive afterwards and not worth the risk. When I was over on the other side in Henderson, we had a Vitalant that I could, well, and I did. I could walk to. So I would donate pretty regularly. When I was done, I would just walk home. I will say I'm going very slow on these guys. This might be the slowest. I think it's because I'm being a lot more careful. In fact, this is only the third one that I'm, I think the last time I did clones, I had... a lot further along. Although those were small batches still. But I was moving a lot faster than I am now. Although this is fine. Let's touch up. Ensuring that I'm getting better coverage than I did on those first guys. I think I'm gonna have to take a quick break. Yeah, we're at about 2 hours, so... Get a refill. Wash out a couple of my, like my dry brush. I did a cheap wash. Just using my water cup, but I'd like to give it a little soap wash. Change out the water, you know, all the things. All the things we do on breaks. Oh, ad break. Well, since we're about to get hit with a 30-second ad, let's run that in tandem with me, okay. Hang out real fast. I will be back. Go stretch. Do all the things. Be right back. Alright. Thanks for everyone that stuck around. Got back upstairs, back up here, and then I immediately got distracted. Saw an email that looks like my company just acquired another mine. I didn't read the full announcement, but right now that that company is the one that is funding my streaming adventure and painting adventure. Then acquiring another mine, once that all goes through, that will raise the value of our stock price. New York Stock Exchange, it's a symbol AG, which is the symbol for silver. If anybody was wondering. The mine they acquired, I've never heard anything about it. I didn't know they were acquiring it. A lot of times when they're getting ready to do something, like buy an acquisition, they will issue a blackout, where we can't exercise stock options or sell restricted share units. You know, the whole insider trading thing. That does mean that next earnings report, it'll be on there, and that'll probably be good for us. Probably. It'll probably work out for me. Potential spam from Alabama. You know what? Yes, I did just answer it and hang up. That last call that I got, the 702 number, which is a Nevada number, again, we've reviewed your file and we think we can approve you for it. No, I don't need a loan. Leave me alone. So hopefully everybody is having a wonderful Friday night. I will remind anyone that has not heard yet, or anyone that's new in here, next week there will be no streams. Typical stream schedule, all Pacific Standard Time. Wednesday around...
Will follow me into battle!
Jabba Balls. That's a great name. What's going on, Jabba? Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. What are you up to tonight? just listening to me drone on, or are you hobbying? Nothing wrong with listening to me drone on. Hopefully you're also hobbying or doing something on the side. Oh, I missed all that. Yeah, so usually it's Wednesday around 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Saturday about 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then Saturday morning around 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today I definitely got started late because I took a old people nap. But yeah, next week there will be no streams at all. Wednesday I will still be in a car driving, and then Friday and Saturday I will be in Wisconsin. Spending time with the fam. Driving is gonna be sad. Yeah. Friday and Saturday, those will be fun. It's been 2 years since I visited my family in Wisconsin. Around the same time, it was our family reunion. And while I was there, my parents brought out this. They still have a bunch of my old toys, like old Legos and little Star Wars micro machines. But I also had, and I didn't even remember until they brought them out. Someone gave me back in high school a bunch of Warhammer 40K like space orcs. There's a bunch of Eldar. Then there's even some Warhammer Fantasy, like a bunch of skeletons and stuff. So when I was there 2 years ago, I brought back a bunch of the space orcs. Basically all the bodies, I matched what I could. I had to print off a bunch of new arms. Oh yeah. I don't remember how many there were. There was probably 15, 16 of them. Two little speeder bikes, or whatever they call those. Yeah. If you go on my Instagram, one of the earlier posts has a bunch of pictures of them. I brought them back, I painted them, and I think that was all speed paints too, I think. Believe. But, I plan on, while I'm there, especially since I'm driving, I don't have to worry about the flight and all that crap. I will be grabbing the Eldar. There's one that I actually painted too, 20-some years ago. Yes, I know Tupod is an avid fan of the Eldar. Quite a few pictures of what he's worked on in the Discord. It's kind of a weird, different, not weird, just different art trooper than the rest. Well, there's two that are like him. Yeah, I don't even remember, like, a friend gave a bunch of this stuff to me. I don't even remember, I don't know who it was. like when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember these. And the one that I painted with my mom's acrylic craft paints, you know, the ones that are like that you buy at like Walmart for $1 a bottle. I remember using those and painting this guy. There was a couple others that I started sort of painting. Not any of the orcs, but like there's a human wizard or something from the fantasy, Warhammer Fantasy. You know, so all these miniatures that are sitting there are over 20 years old. Like over 25 years old, actually. They would have been given to me back in high school. I don't know how long whoever gave them to me, I don't know how long they had them before they decided, hey, you want these? Honestly, back then, like, my brother just always wanted to play with them. Like as toys. No understanding of, hey, there's a whole game for these. So I did the one that the orc I had painted, I did leave him like that. I painted a few to be the same color scheme. And I had looked up all those orc clans. Make sure I was painting these in the right way. Yeah. Actually own some Warhammer stuff. I also have some, these were recent acquisitions, some Space Wolves. Back when Mike Disney was still streaming, he started doing the Whatnot. And kind of just trying to support him any way I could. So when he was selling, it's a bummer he stopped. You know, he had a lot of health issues and other things. He's still kind of going through the ringer with all that. But he had a bunch of space orcs that were listed at, they were showing his like upcoming auctions on Whatnot, or however that works. So I had basically marked them as a pre-bid, so once he would launch them, my pre-bid would go in, but I think a lot of the health issues took him down. But yeah, I did get those Space Wolves. One day I'll work on those. Yeah, because otherwise the closest I get to the 40k universe is these bad boys. Got I don't remember, a dozen or so more Bear Space Marines. That's the only one on the Grizzly base, but yeah. And just to show you how quickly topics change in my head while I'm sitting here, I got an email from Asmodee, which is the company that owns Atomic Mass Games, who makes Star Wars Legion. And it was just kind of a, like, here's what's coming. So much of miniatures that, you know, they've already been advertising for a while. Like, here's the Imperial Officers, or whatever it is. Then they had a set called the Jedi Council, and it's got 4 different Jedi. The only ones, I don't remember what I was doing, but I quickly scrolled through it, saw that, I was like, oh, I need that. But I don't remember. It had Ki-Adi-Mundi. He's the Jedi with the real tall head. Really tall head. Shakti. She's a Togruta. Anybody that was here a couple weeks ago when I was painting Ahsoka Tano, Shakti is the same race as Ahsoka Tano. So similar, to like a Twi'lek with the whatever they call those neck, or those long tentacles out of their head. But the Togruta have 3 of them. And then I don't remember, it might have been Plo Koon, sorry. I really can't remember. I just saw it kind of in passing as I was scrolling through the email. Something that I didn't have a lot of time today whenever I was looking at this, and I'm just remembering now about it. I don't know when that one releases, but I need it. I got on that topic because I was thinking about Warhammer and how I've been looking at some Warhammer sets on Amazon, and like, yeah, I don't know why. Why am I looking at stuff that is so expensive, and I have so many miniatures in my queue? Stop looking. I did. Oh yeah. That's what I was saying like an hour ago. When I was telling you I was lurking in your stream. That whole story I never finished. See, I get distracted too easy. Yes, I saw that orc you were working on. Because I was telling you that I had been hanging out in your stream for about an hour. But I was doing whatever, but yes, I saw it, and I was very impressed with that guy. That was the whole reason I was telling you that story, was to tell you how much I liked that orc. I just never finish my story. Yeah, no, that was, I really liked how that guy turned out. I think because I was lurking, but you were talking to, Liza, and you were explaining what you were doing, so I just, like when you were applying the wash and all that, and I was doing whatever over here, so I kind of just stayed and learned. But yes, I was watching. So what were the very end, or close to the end, you were pulling out those longer pieces or whatever that looked like, I don't know if they were like trains or some type of terrain pieces. So I know I got kind of distracted, and then I saw you going through that box. What was all that? I think they were like a red burgundy something color. Oh, it was, okay. Yeah, they look cool. It was one of your, as you call them, your side quests. You know, there's, let's see if I can remember the sculptor that's doing it. I don't know if it's Station Forge. They're, it's probably ending in the next, it might have already ended. My Mini Factory has, I forgot about that. Oh, okay. Are you gonna paint them up soon? Oh, okay. They're getting ready to enter the queue. Heck yeah. Yeah, My Mini Factory has this thing called Frontiers. It's essentially a Kickstarter. Thinking about it, that's why they're rust red. Oh, so you primed them already. I mean, I thought they looked pretty cool. Okay. I had to stop myself, but one of the sculptors that does similar Warhammer-ish themed stuff, they ran this frontier called, is it like Orkaz, Orkaz something, and it's like essentially you create a war base. And I really wanted to I wanted it. And I had to stop myself because, one, I don't have the room. Yeah, I think the kicks are the fronts. Oh no, it's right here. Orca's Terrain Builder. So Station Forge. Wonder if I can. That's not going to lead to where's. Oh, that's going to lead to the front page, not to the actual. Because it's on their front page right now. Yeah, we're in the final 48 hours. Let's try this link. Yeah. Oh, sorry, we're reconnecting since I left my stream summary. It's I don't know, it's kind of cool. I have no use for it at all, and I have no space for it. I've got those few space orcs that I was just telling you guys about, but besides that, like I don't do the whole. I don't ever do any 40k stuff. But I thought it looked really cool, and part of me wants. I mean, I still. See, now my brain's going. Well, maybe I should get some space orcs and make a whole little space orc camp. Man, I've got problems. Because I really do love the whole feel. It's like that Mad Max feel. Yeah, it's like you're basically building a. Well, it feels like space orcs in general, especially like the Cult of Speed, but all of them are kind of very similar to those, you know, the Mad Max, you know, whatever they're called. Their villages have that, or their camps have that same feel, and their vehicles have that feel for sure. You just throw whatever random scrap on wheels, and yeah, and I love that. I love that about the space orcs. I mean, I like the space orcs in general. For me, orcs, whether it's ORK or ORC, I love them. Yeah, post-apocalyptic. There you go. Thank you. Why I couldn't spit that out. So part of me wants to. Let's made it back that. I'm doing all these guys' backpacks as white, and they're supposed to be black. Well, late now. Admitted. I might still be able to drop that graphite gray over them and fix them. It's only 4 backpacks so far. Yeah, there's actually quite a few, you know, obvious rip-offs of Warhammer, but various sculptors that make space orcs that are really good. Actually, a lot of these Space Orcs that I got from my parents' house, a bunch of them were missing arms. You know, I got all these pieces, but it seemed like I had way more of one, like the left arm, than I did the right arm, and I found a sculptor that just made pretty much replacement limbs for the Space Orcs. So I printed a bunch of those off and worked out perfectly. But yeah, there's a lot of sculptors that have somehow skirted that line a bit and avoided the lawyers of Games Workshop and made some pretty cool looking Space Orcs. Some have not been so lucky, like Gamak. I think he's possibly still in a legal battle with them. But there's another called Daka Daka. Mr. Maju Lord does some pretty cool sculpts. And those are just the ones I know of. Station Forge has... Their Space Marines are definitely distinct from Warhammer. But their Space Orcs are pretty Warhammer-ish. Station Forge is another big one. Yeah, their stuff is distinct enough that they seem to get away with a lot of it. Oh, I will say, I said it already, I'm going a lot slower on these guys. It's taken me a lot longer than I expected. Did not think that 3 hours in I would still be working on the white armor. I mean, I do need some orcs, but I have a metric shit ton of the ORC orcs. Not to mention all the other minis. See, now I'm thinking. I mean, yeah, ORC, ORK, orcs are orcs. And I do always bring up the I guess you call it the story, that Warcraft 1 that came out in 1994 was supposed to be a Warhammer game, a Warhammer Fantasy. And something with the copyright and the talks fell through between Games Workshop and Blizzard, you know, was a fledgling studio at the time. But talk fell through, and the game was almost developed, and Blizzard basically said, well, F you, we're still going to make the game. But that's why if you look at, like, the original, like, Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, a lot of the races in those games are the same. Same visually. You know, the original orcs, how everything looked, the goblins, the dwarves, all very, very similar. The human knights, like everything. But I mean, I'm glad now you have two very large, very expansive universes. So I'm glad they couldn't get their shit together. Otherwise, we would just have Warhammer. Now we have Warhammer and Warcraft. I'm not complaining about that. Yeah. You know, I might have to. Hopefully, Ink One isn't still lurking to hear me say this. I might look at Daka Daka. See what orc sculpts they have. Although I do have a few that I've gotten just randomly. My Mini Factory does, they call it the Adventure. And they give you random, like a 3 or 4 random models from 4 different sculptors. This is a way of getting you introduced to these. So I've got a few different Space Orc sculpts. Now I gotta do it. I'm not buying anything. Calm down, everybody. I want to see how much it is to get in on this frontier. Core is a oh, so the core is 100. That's just all the modular terrain set. The Vanguard host, which includes the terrain set along with 42 Orcaz minis, is 139. Modular set with 75 Orcaz minis is 170. Oh shoot, that's a lot. Versus. Oh, yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be tough. I got less than 48 hours to decide. Because I'm gonna be spending, probably tonight, I'm gonna be spending a lot of money. We're getting down to crunch time. I gotta start booking hotels and booking rentals. No, all good. I mean, I'm gonna blame you. You told me I needed orcs. So I actually looked up the pricing on that Orcaz terrain builder thing. just all the terrain pieces is $100. If I get the version with like 22 orcs, they call them orcas, whatever. It's kind of weird, but it works. That's like 140, and then with, what was it, like 40 miniatures and the terrain, it was 170. You know what's crazy? I've got 180 Sun Elves printed, waiting for primer, sitting in my nerd room. And it's not terrible, but it's terrible. Considering I'm gonna be dropping how much money on a rental car and hotels and paying to have them. Like, what else am I gonna do with them? I need them. That I can sit there and look at them. Be like, look what I did. And maybe I might even take a picture and post it on social media, since I have not done that all year long. Oh. I need to hire someone to manage my social media. Yeah, I have told you multiple times I have problems. Because while I was, that's why the Sun Elves came up. I realized I have the STLs for an entire Dark Elf, not a Warhammer Dark Elf, but just like a Dark Elf army. They made them like one-step compatible. Actually, I think it was, or not one step, one page. Wow, one page rules compatible. So I have that Sun Elf army, but there's also a Dark Elf army that I got, which once I print off, that's again almost 200 miniatures. I have all the files. And here I am thinking, I need Space Orcs now. I still have 100 Warcraft Orcs to paint. And what I'll probably end up doing is I'll get that Frontier or whatever, and then have those miniatures, and then years down the road I'll print them off. Decisions. See, the problem is if I do that, if I have Space Orcs, obviously I need Space Marines. Yeah, that's the problem. I do. Them. I don't want them. I need them. Very important distinction. See, I will probably end up going crazy with Space Marines when the Amazon, if it ever launches. Henry Cavill is definitely, I were to say I had a celebrity man crush. Most likely, logic and reason will kick in by the end of the stream, and I won't execute on that. I will let that pass. This is why all of my regular shopping, online shopping carts have these very large save for later sections. Oh no. Those Amazon packages come in, it's, what did you buy now? Nothing. I needed it. I think the main issue is where am I gonna put them? Because we are majorly overflowing. I've got stuff everywhere. Like I need to start putting up shelves on the walls to display stuff. Or stuff I don't want to display, I need to start boxing up. Yeah. I have looked at some of the IKEA stuff. My problem is I'm running out of places for furniture even. I'm running out of room in general in this house. I think I need a bigger one. Oh, ad break. We don't like ads. Especially if they get into everything. Thankfully, the two kids here, one's an adult, one's a teenager, so they don't mess with it. And the cats, thankfully, have not been messing with my stuff. They do mess with the Christmas tree, but they don't mess with all my miniature stuff that's out. Add. And ad's done. Good. Oh, see, my addiction has exceeded. So we have a 4th bedroom that got turned into my nerd room. And that is where I have, well, basically all things nerd. So like Funko Pops, all over, like all the walls are covered. I've got a section for Marvel, I've got a section for DC, and a section for Star Wars. Actually, that room has a smaller walk-in closet that's all Star Wars and Jurassic World. But then I also get all the McFarlane 7-inch figures, the Marvel Legends 6-inch figures, and then the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch figures. Ah, that's right. See, I miss basements. Because that was what I threw my money away on before I really got into like miniature painting. Now I've stopped collecting all of those, other than a few things. But that room is overflowing now. I still have a few things in the boxes that I haven't displayed, and of course there's like a entertainment center that is covered with sun elves, a full army of those bad boys. I have one of my 3D printers in there, but then here where I am, this is like a loft area. You got my girlfriend's chair, recliner behind me. Then in front of me is my whole paint setup. To my left is my other 3D printer. To my right is the refrigerator. And we got the big TV, but then I've got an Orc destroyer ship sitting underneath the TV with a whole bunch of other miniatures, and a Moon Elf ship here to my left. You can see you can see the ship sort of, and then you can see all the expert acrylic paints blocking it. And then downstairs, I've got a bunch of my buildings on display. We have like this, it was kind of like an Oriental dragon bar thing. The whole top of it has a Warcraft orc village, and most of the orcs, as I'm painting them, they get displayed there. That was my girlfriend's idea, by the way, so I had her full approval. But yeah, I'm running out of places to put stuff. The dining room area, I've got I have 3 boats. They're like these Dragon Empire boats, and a whole bunch of kind of like a Japanese Chinese mixture with their mythology. So you got the Ashiguru spearmen, riflemen. Then you also have the Oriental cloud serpents that are ridden on by these guys with spears. And you have like she's called a toy mage. She's a mage that's sitting on this giant koi fish. And there's some samurai and those are all stuff that I've done for her. So they are displayed in our dining room. And there's one Oriental building down there as well, and I've got another one to my right that is primed, waiting. You. I've tried to get her into painting. That has not worked yet. But she definitely participates in my nerd. I actually have it was Frontier Wargaming. They have these like lab painting stations, mobile painting stations. So I got that for her. I've given her a few paints to go to town with it. And I have a primed. It's a Battle Sister that's a cat. So it's got like the wings and like a chain sword. And I think some type of a blaster, or not a blaster, a bolt gun. And it's primed. Need for her to paint it. And we've talked about getting rid of her recliner and replacing it with like a computer desk. It was like it was a nice recliner, but it was kind of on the cheaper end. It had like one of those massage chairs built into it, and like a heater thing. That kind of went out first. And then it's not completely uncomfortable, but I don't know. Depending on where you're sitting on it, it's a little uncomfortable. The problem is the computer desk I have downstairs will not fit in this space. So I would need to get another computer desk. Then moving that whole monitor setup upstairs would be not a big deal, but you know, what do you do with the stuff downstairs? And that actually might not be the worst thing, but I want to make sure she's not necessarily committed to the painting, but you know, now you've got a similar chair to what I have, more of a gaming style chair. You know, a lot of times it is her sitting in the recliner playing on her phone, and like in Monster Den Mini's channel, she's not paying attention to him painting. She's waiting for him to play marbles. That's the only reason she's in there. Yeah, I mean, to each their own. I mean, his stream is a fun stream. It's a very fun stream. He's a fun guy. But that's where, you know, I want to be sure, like, before I buy a, you know, kind of just a little 4-foot desk without the L shape, just the straight. Before I do that, are you sure? Or we move that recliner or do whatever. I mean, these gaming chairs are pretty comfortable, but it's not the same as like a recliner. So, is that what you want, or do we want to throw away that recliner and get a different recliner? Maybe spend a little extra money and find something nicer. Not too nice, because the cats will use it as a scratch post, like they've done with this one. Cat. Second. I know the rest of these are gonna go faster, but for the rest of the... Sorry, I'm thinking in my head how long it's taken me on these. I know a lot of that is just taking my time more. Hold up. Apparently I'm allergic to my bullshit. Yeah, I'm definitely not as sloppy as I was when I was doing my, well, especially the battle droids. I had so many areas I had to touch up on when I was trying to finish them. Being a little more attentive here. Alright, bud. Appreciate you popping in. Take care of your grots. We'll probably see you in Ed's stream tomorrow night. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be on for a little bit longer. I at least want to get the armor done, so might still be here. We'll see. But Thanks for popping in, man. Yeah, I probably won't do any more of these after I jump off. So these will be for tomorrow morning's stream. I think that means this will be the last stream of, tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last stream of the month. There's having said that, there's a small chance that when I, return, from my Wisconsin trip, that Tuesday, the 30th, I may do a stream earlier in the day. I took off that extra day just to, kind of a recovery. You know, I'm doing the drive, and yes, my girlfriend will be there to help me, so it won't just be me driving. But 14 hours in a car, that's 2 days at 14 hours. Because we'll leave early Wednesday morning, drive 14 hours, stay in North Platte, Nebraska, and then Thursday morning, get up early again, drive another 14 hours. Those will be a little more difficult because we're going from Pacific time to Central, so you're losing 2 hours, like 1 hour each day. So it's more like, even though it's only 14 hours in the vehicle, it's like 15 hours total. That's assuming no stops. You know there's going to be bathroom breaks, you know there's going to be meal breaks. So, yeah, it's gonna be rough. And then Friday, Saturday in Wisconsin, spending time with, well, mostly just family. I don't think there'll be time to really there won't be time to see a lot of my family that live there. Probably see my grandma. And then try to spend as much time with my immediate family as possible. My parents, sisters. I don't know if my brother is going to be there. He's over the border in Colorado. Over the state border, that is. I don't think he's gonna make it this year. But 2 of my sisters live there, and the 3rd will be coming up with her children from, what is it, North Carolina, I think. Not sure if she's bringing her husband or not. He's Navy. But then, yeah, Sunday, same deal. Get up early, drive back, and it's all 14 hours Sunday, 14 hours Monday. Probably stop at the same stopping point in North Platte. And granted, we get the 2 hours back. That helps a little bit with time, but you know, that's still 28 total hours in a vehicle. So, having said all that, I figured I would need Tuesday off to recover. But kind of depending on how I feel, that Tuesday, the 30th, may end up being maybe a stream day. Close out the month. Kind of depends how I feel. Tuesday we will have to drop the rental car off. Possibility that I may still end up having to jump on a work meeting that Tuesday. So, no promises. As I always say, not following me, follow. You'll get a notification when I go live. So if I do a random Tuesday stream, get the notification. I think this one step is starting to get, some of it's starting to dry on the bottom of that cup. Oh, sorry, I keep thinking of everything that I need to do. Keep getting stuck up in my head. Right now I'm thinking all the things that I kind of need to get accomplished at some point. Recently downloaded Streamer Bot started getting all that set up, and thought I had a raid shout out slash regular shout out, and it's not working. Basically a shout out that my goal is I have no problems with people coming in and saying, hey, I stream. I know a lot of people don't because it's considered bad form. And I totally understand why, but I don't have that same, I don't want people coming in and saying, hey, leave this stream and come watch mine, but I have no problem with someone coming in and saying, I stream. So, what I want to do is have a automated shout out, and I thought I had this set up. Maybe I didn't. But like, okay, you come in, you're a streamer, you say, hey, how's it going? This checks, sees, oh, hey, this person streams, and they shout them out automatically. The problem with StreamerBot is it's so, like, it's all coding. And there's videos, but a lot of those videos are outdated editions. So you're watching, you're like, well, how do you do that? I don't see any of those buttons or options. So I need to find some time to mess with that and put it through the ringer. Because my big thing is, we're a small community. I feel like we should all kind of be helping each other. I look at the growth of my stream. That's as a result of meeting new people and, meeting other streamers, them rating me, me rating them. Just the whole networking thing. So I want to create some automation to assist with that. Because otherwise someone comes in and, I can be so absent-minded. Like, I've got someone in here that I know is a streamer, and I'll forget to shout them out because it's not automated. That's where the StreamerBot comes in, but I haven't gotten it to work. I thought I had something working, and nothing's working, as usual. Okay, one more for the armor. Whew. The other thing, I need to spend a little bit of time in World of Warcraft, get my trading post rewards. What else do I need to do? I need to start booking some hotel rooms, book a rental car, actually book and pay for it. This guy's another one. He doesn't have that, he's part of the ARC Trooper set, but he doesn't have the, either the backpack or the little tunic thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some touch up there. I got a little sloppy. I need to slow down a bit. Slow down a bit. So tomorrow, we're probably gonna be rolling on some clone troopers. Probably still these ARC troopers. Still have probably about 50 plus clones to do. At those, just the standards. What do they call them? Shinies. I may give them regiments. I've got some. So the clones I've got, what are they called? Like phase 1 and phase 2. I've got 10 phase 1s. And then I've got, I don't know, probably 30 or 30-ish phase 2s. And then I don't know, a dozen ARF troopers. I don't even know what that stands for. Then I still have a couple Jedi. But otherwise, oh, I still have got the Bad Batch. They're not even assembled though. Yeah, then I've got a few more droids that need to be assembled. As I'm saying that, I'm already thinking I kind of want to. Oh, this isn't even. It is, but he's got a different helmet. Did I mess up on his helmet? Damn. I think I selected the wrong helmet on this guy. This is the Phase 1 helmet. I think it's an ARC trooper based on the pads, but I picked the wrong helmet. That's awkward. Oh well. He will go with the Rex that has the Phase 1 helmet. But I got two Rexes now. One that came with the Heroes of the Clone Wars. I think it's Heroes of the Clone Wars. Came with Echo 5s, Rex, Anakin, and Obi-Wan. Yeah, you can see a lot of areas down here. I started getting... So I was going faster, slapping it on. Needs a second. Slight coat. That's gonna be strange, but we'll make it work. Part of me wants to buy that expansion set of ARC Troopers too. And I still need to get the Marksman. Whoops. Well, made it. We made it almost 4 hours. It's more than I thought I would get. So, I'm good with that. I will be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's go ahead and take us out. We're going to raid to a friend of the stream, Painty Paints. Although I think he's pretty close to being done too, but I want to raid him before he runs away. Thank you for everybody that came in here, lurking, chatting, just hanging out. Mano, I really appreciate that song. Manotha music tributes. That was very cool. I've got a few ideas of how to incorporate that into the stream, so I really appreciate that. I'll work on getting some of the StreamerBot stuff set up. It won't be set up, of course, for tomorrow morning, but tomorrow I'll be back around 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Actually, let's go ahead and start the raid here. Oh, that was cute. Yeah. So, I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Like I've said, no streams next week. Possibly Tuesday, but chances are not. We'll see. So we are gonna go to Painty Paints. He's rated us. We've rated him. He hangs out in our stream. I hang out in his. Great guy. He's working on, I think he's working on one of his ReaperCon entries. But, please, show him some love. Chat, follow, all that stuff. Great stream. Got some great lo-fi music. And, a cute cat. It's all that's important, right? Yeah, other than that, I will be back, tomorrow morning, so hope to see you all there. Otherwise, as always, stay mad, stay angry,